Aye. Alright, my AC is not that loud, which is pretty good. Well then, let us begin with the weekly consistent stream schedule stream. Wait, did I just start a new game? Well, that's stupid. Not the sharpest tool in the shed here. Well, then let's try again. If at first you don't succeed, run the game again. Because I don't need to play start, I need to load. Alrighty. Wait, and we got email. You've got mail! Hogger! That's a lot of mail. That is a lot of mail. Shining Finger. What do you want from us? Moeka here. Are you a student, Okebe-kun? Are you on summer break? Moeka. Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay? Moeka. Yikes! By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye bye, Moeka. Yo. Phone 2, I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay, I'm a lot more comfortable communicating with email anyway. What about you, Okebe-kun? Moeka. Bro. Are you still asleep? Horizon Shine! Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about Chan Watts' face. I'm super curious, Moeka. Wake up! I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay? Moika. Didn't even have the option to reply. Well, it's the dawn of a new day. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P, already know. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted, my hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That could stave off exhaustion, if only temporary. The building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Super car. Daru is at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, but he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experience convinced me that the phone wave name subject change was also a time machine. But Carissa didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Flashback. A time machine? It can't be. Usada! Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, except for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, name subject change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after suddenly sending an email to the past. So, we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave name subject change is indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave name subject change, but everything failed. No change, nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last round of experiments. Probleme ichi. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave name subject change suddenly gains mass for unknown reason. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. Indeed. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Brown is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us even can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. And that is... the last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave name subject change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send emails to the past. Well, that is indeed an issue. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. That wasn't a click. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we are at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. I wonder who it is. Shining finger. You sleep too much. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okibikun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk, Lamau. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the IBN 5100. Pretty please, Moika. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moika. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. Bro! I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. Oh, it's Mayuri. Sad face. Wait, which one is this? Is it like underscore this? It's a sad face. Mayushi's spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more bananas for the sake of it. You eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late. Oh no, we're not that mean. We're not gonna be mean. Like, both of them are really mean. But this one is less mean, I think. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. I call out to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard. Yo, wanna go to Sambo for some beef ball? Too much trouble, man. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but coding is life. You're such a bum. What is he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. Probably some stuff. There's an image of a futuristic looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Sci-fi. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Hafu. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just gonna drink some ginger ale. To hopefully get my throat a bit free. So I don't talk, so I don't mispronounce stuff all the time. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him. The Large Hadron Collider sure is cute. Kisama! What did you just say? Large hard-on coriander. Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique. Large Hadron Collider. Large Hadron Collider, you don't know about it? I grab Darius' relaxed shoulders and wring them out. What are you doing? Are you conscious? Of course, man. So what is this Large Hadron Collider thing? その施設の実験装置。略称は LHC. You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments. LHC for short. マジ燃えるから
おぬぬめ
It's seriously moe. Recommended.
お前人でないものにも性欲を
You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid.
ねえよ。でもなんつうの、見ててワクワクするっつうの、ニヤニヤできるっつうの、そんな感じってあるやん。
Of course not, but there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? It makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that?
そういえば少し
Or rather, I wanted to look one
工
thing
場
up
や高速
second.
道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな
Because, as the achievement hunter that I am, ignore the phone call. So that's not an email, that's really a phone call, right? Phone trigger cleared someone's mail without reading it. How can I clear a mail? Because we're gonna get that. That's a free achievement. Next mail. Yo, it's the boy K-Way.
そうあれと一緒。
Oh, I didn't read that one. There we are. Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories on the undersides of highways irresistible or something. Yeah, same thing.
節操がなさすぎる
Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects.
ジャンル分けして自分で興味の対象を狭める方がもったいなくね。
Life's too short, I don't want to limit my interests. That's right, boys. And yet you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite.
セルンコ
Sirnka. That name. I have seen it somewhere, and recently, where was it again? Ah, of course.
ジョン・タイター
John Taita.
ああ、ジョン・タイター？オカリンが言ってたのって、今アットチェンで祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな。
Oh yeah, the guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy at channel is going crazy about, isn't he?
それは偽物である可能性もある俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ
That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Taita who appeared 10 years ago.
10年前にも現れたん？同一人物？
He appeared 10 years ago? The same guy? Hey boy! I'd hoped that Daru would remember, but no such
とにかく
luck.
ジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた
Anyway, John Taita mentioned CERN. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. First of all, let me look up if I can clear emails. Right click? No. How do I delete an email? Heh. How do I delete an email? Apparently I can't. Well, sucks to be me. Anyway, Kama, how are you doing? Did you have a nice Saturday? For us it's raining like the world's ending right now. And I was just out catching some dinner. So that's always great when you get home and you can just swap your socks out because they are as wet as if you went into a fucking river. You could use some rain right now. Well, it's gonna come to you sooner or later, right? Yeah, I mean, today was really weird. Because we not only had really heavy rain, but it was also still like 30 degrees out. Well, and now, since it's later, it's actually a bit colder. But still really... Don't like summer. I don't like summer at all. Anyway, back to game. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of.
タイターはこんな予言を残したすなわち2034年までにセルンがタイムマシンを完成させると
Titor made a prediction, namely that before the year 2034, CERN will develop a time machine.
おお、タイムマシン。 まさにタイムリーな話題じゃん。
A time machine, that's a timely topic.
でもそれって10年前じゃなくて今のタイターも言ってた気がす。
Summer over winter. Depends on whether I have to go outside much. Because just in terms of how hot my room gets, winter is... Like, the cold winter is way better than the hot summer. Because in winter I can just get a thicker blanket, right? But if I have to go outside... Dude, if it's icy, winter is so... not fun. But I'm fall gang anyway. Fall is the best season. Fight me. But yeah, talking about John Titor. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new title said the same thing.
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それより気にならないか、ダル。
It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru.
符号はシュタインズゲートの選択である可能性が高い。
Bruh. This coincidence could well be the choice of Steins Gate.
タイターって信頼で
He's
きる
just like, bruh. Can we trust this Taito guy?
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。俺たちと奴は今、タイムマシンというキーワードで繋がっている。
Doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine! Poggers!
そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはならないはず。
We should investigate CERN. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave names exchange experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I take a little detour for this.
ダル、セルンについて詳しく。
Daru, tell me everything you know about CERN.
OK
Okay.
僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ。
My CERN folder is smoking hot, oh no. Daru shows us his CERN hentai collection. Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. That's a lot of stuff. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder called CERN.
セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよ。ヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとか欧州素粒子原子核研究機構みたいな通称で呼ばれることもある。
CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's popularly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research.
スイスとフランスの
That's
国
a
境近く
tip,
ジュネ
poggers!
ーブ郊外にあってさ、古いところだと HTML や HTTP ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名。
We got 3 things to read. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. Let's see. Tips. World Wide Web, abbreviated as WWW, also simply called the Web, the standardized document system used on the Internet. Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The communication protocol used to transfer data like HTML between a browser and a web server. Hypertext Markup Language. A language used to design web page documents. Allows the embedding of images, videos, sound, and hyperlinks. Alright. The more you know.
ワールドワイドウェブだと。それってインターネットの？
The World Wide Web? You mean the internet?
ビンゴ。
Bingo!
URL の最初についてるやつ。
The thing at the beginning of most URLs. CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read in Titus' book. I never knew they were that amazing.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど、日本の研究チームも現在進行形で参加してたりするのだぜ。
Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too.
セルンはどんな研究を？
What sort of research does CERN do?
基本的には素粒子物理学かな。
Mostly particle physics. Well,
世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだ。 いわゆる粒子加速器ってやつ。
CERN can do experiments no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world.
低速汎用子蓄積リング、陽子シンクロトロンブースター、大型電子陽電子コライダー。
The low energy antiproton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, and the large electron positron collider.
でラスボスは世界最大を誇る LHC ラージハドロンコライダータン。
And the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider 10. Is it just me, or is the LHC looking kind of thick? Ton? Otaku possess the ability to anthropomorphize in Moe form just about anything in the world simply by sticking tan at the end of its name. Daru's power encompasses even particle accelerators. To represent a non-human entity as a humanoid character. Animals and military hardware are among the most common subject, but anything can be anthropomorphized. Even abstract concepts, chemical elements, and countries. Nice. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock, he just brings up the next image.
LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子加速器なんだよ。
The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's
陽子同
headquarters.
士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。
Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year.
まあ実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホールが作られちゃうかもって噂もあったな。
Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes.
そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる。宇宙がやばいみたいな。
Oh no! Those mini black holes will swallow the Earth, the universe is in danger, etc. Mini black holes. I'm pretty sure Taito said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は
What's the possibility of that actually happening?
あるあ、ねえよ。セルンが公式に否定してる。
100% that it won't. CERN officially denies it.
もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもエネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world. Well, there we have it.
火のないところに煙は立たない。
But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Taito claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to the official announcement, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Taito's story is true. Some of Taito's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Taito's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Taito's tale. Or at least I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it... Oh no, not again. I take out my phone, boys! I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ。
Oh, okay. Oh god.
聞いて驚くな。悪の陰謀の匂いを嗅ぎつけた。
It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy.
ジョン・タイターとセル。その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだ。ああ、そうだ。奴らは機関とつながりがある可能性が高い。
John Titor. CERN. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. They're likely connected to the organization.
偶然だと？おいおい、あまり俺を失望させるなよ。何？根拠だと？そうだな。あえて言えば、ささやくのだよ。 俺のマッドサイエンティストとしての直感がな。
What? Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. Evidence? Well, if you must know. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition.
奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしている。ああ、ミニブラックホールによってだ。だが、もしもその技術を俺たちが横取りすることができたら、どうかな？
Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with many black holes. But what if we were to steal that technology? What then?
当然だ。俺を誰だと思っている？すべてはシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。エル、プサイ、コングレ。
Of course. Who do you think I am? Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. Psy, conquer. And we're done. I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look.
お前は一体誰と戦っているんだ？
Just who the hell are you fighting with?
誰よ。
Daru.
俺たちのやるべきことは一つだ。
I know what we must do. I'm just gonna look up quickly how I ignore an email in Steins Gate. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I cannot clear email. It just means that I end the game without reading a mail. And since it's Mayuri, I'm gonna have to read it anyway, because I'm actually interested in it. Thank you very much. Just hearing that from Ocarina makes me happy. What did we reply? So keep buying more bananas. Well, not the best. Daru, I know what we must do.
やるべきこと？なんぞ。
Wazza!
なんぞではない。引き返すな。そこは全てを組んでにやりと笑うのだ。でないとスーパーハカーらしくないだろうが。
Don't you wazza me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super haka are you? I want them to say something like, well, why the hell not? So, what's in it for me? And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. A week's worth of potato chips. 10 days. You're sure a glutton. The dive makes you a hungry man. Deal, get started. You got it, boss. Or something like that. Yeah, a real cool conversation, you know. But the real world Daru just purses his lips.
オカリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつーの。かっこつけるより先に分かるように話してくれ。
You always give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent. Work with me here!
お前はスーパーハカーだ。
You are a super hacker.
ハカーって言うな。せめてハッカーにして。
Stop saying hacker! At least say hacker!
あとはわかるな。
See where I'm going with this?
いや全然。
Nope.
セルンにハッキングしろ。
Hack into CERN! Daru stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
Is that some kind of joke?
ダル、お前ならできる。奴らの悪事を暴き、タイムマシンについてのヒントを手に入れろ。
Into a common! I know you can do it, Daru. Expose the dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about the time machine.
悪事ってオカリンの妄想だろう。
Dastardly deeds? You're just imagining that stuff, Ocarina.
電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、このままただの打作としてラボの倉庫で眠らせることになるか、今が分岐点だ。
Upvotes to the left! We stand at the crossroads. Will the phone wave, name subject to change, become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in lab storage?
マジで言ってんの？
You serious?
俺はいつでもマジである。
I'm always serious. Always. I looked Daru straight in the eye as answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight.
どうなっても知らないぜ。
I'm not responsible for the consequences, got it. Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his early lethargy was a lie.
交渉成立だ。
Deal.
すぐ取り掛かる。
Get started.
うは、みなぎってきた。
Let's do this!
報酬のポテチ1週間分はスイスの銀行に振り込んでおく。
For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Daru doesn't respond, he's already deep in concentration.
じゃあ俺は寝る。あとは任せた。
Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's all yours. Easy. I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. Hey, we got more email. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. Let's see. Fauris! Original sin level rising to 180%! Kill! When operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, yeah. You don't want them to notice you! Remember? The summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined! Although I suppose that might make things interesting. Yeah. Let's see, what options do we have here? What do you mean Monka ass? Akiba, part of the mundane world? Nonsense! This town has belonged to chaos for centuries. As it shall forevermore. Reap. Audio is fine though, or should I fix something? Also, do you hear background noise from my mic? Because I do have my AC running, I'm not sure how audible it is. Should be fine though, I think. Then for discreet, we can say, are you suggesting that I, the great Hoin Kiowa, run and hide? You risk my ire, cat girl. That seems like a good answer. Is the church still devoted to that fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect the Messiah, humanity's fate is less than 70% of what it was in his time. That is too long. I can't even read the whole thing. I don't have the option to scroll. Oh, okay. It needs the. Mankind doesn't need decrepit old gods to save them. Okay. And we have interesting. You, what are you scheming? Let's go with this one. Sending mail. Slowly but surely we're getting a ton of mails, eh? I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. I guess she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run. Didn't he say that just before? I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing Ad Channel on my phone. And what perfect timing! Taito is currently posting in the thread. Oh god, it's gonna be so much to read again. Chon Taita. The Everett-Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're all still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car in a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, is also changed. Also changes to prevent paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line's percent difference from the standard. Die, troll. You claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock trends bliss. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. Kuriga. Oh, it's the Kurigohan and Kamehameha again. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know. Your time machine has a magical device that measures it for you, lol. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details blocks. Oh noes! Humanity is doomed! What has science done? .jpg. Lol, noobs responding seriously to troll thread. This title guy is a shitty troll. Hoin Kioma! Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Titus' points have merit. By the way, Titor, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about the current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup, I'll bet my life savings. Everett-Wheeler model equals many worlds interpretation. Basically, parallel worlds. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Hoin Kioma is more annoying than Titor. You call yourself John Titor, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English should at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask you a favor, Titus-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I can stop my mom from leaving home, then I can undo her death. Please lend me your time machine. Well, that's sad, man. And here it's the Kamehameha guy again, replying to Hoin Kioma. You're really gonna believe this time travel without proof, lol? Are you an idiot? Wait, that's a long one. Oh shit. It's a hella long one. No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply can't accept that as the truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line, call it world line B. On world line B, I'm afraid to say, @channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear to be replaced off memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The only thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. Hoin Kioma. @Kamehameha guy. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what John Titor has to say. And then I will make my contact with Titor and acquire the time machine myself. The great matter scientist, Hoin Kioma, will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags. That's so I'm very smart wives, dude. Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe until you tell me. That's a response to Titor. Okay. That's not reconstructing the world's idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Micro black holes, lol. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I'ma go get me mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads? I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can I really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen? Does Titor have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe! God. Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? That's some EVA level bullshit right here. Go back to 2036. How are they're moe hogs. Yes, like this. Moe hogs. Hoggers. Alright, so Sean here is replying to the Kamehameha guy again. Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying the difference? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior? Well, that's it. Anyone home? I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. The soldier! The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brown Tube workshop. Domo! Hi, I'm from the Brown Tube workshop. When our eyes meet, she smiles. The TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up? Hi. Daru's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. And not to the girl and hurry outside. Why do we have to be sneaky? What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore. Alright, Amane Susuha.
今我が相棒である天才が重要なミッションを遂行中なのだ。邪魔をしたくない。
Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him. Aww. What exactly do you guys do?
前も言ったはずだ。俺たちの秘密に踏み込めば、貴様も危険に巻き込まれる可能性があると。
I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. You called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? They all, legit every single Steins Gate sprite so far has this face. Look at this! Look at her! That is the definition of smugness, my dude. How did you know that?
俺は説明した覚えはないぞ。まさか貴様、機関のスパイ。
Oh god. when my ginger ale wants to come back up, holy shit. I never told you. Wait, are you an organizational spy? It all comes to light. I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. But Susu just stares blankly. That's what it said on your mailbox. Oh. Oh. Hello, oh my god, why didn't you just say so?
知られたからにはしょうがない。簡単に説明しておこう。ただし、これは
I need to break real quick. I'll just leave the screen. And here we go again. Oh shit. Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you a short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me or are her eyes gleaming?
我ら未来ガジェット研究所は世界を影から操る闇の機関に対抗し、その支配構造を破壊するために活動しているのだ。ふーはははは。
We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows. Muahaha!
その闇の機関ってセルン？
Is the evil organization CERN?
そうだが。
Yeah, but...
おお、やっぱそうなの？あいつら抱きすべき連中だよね。
Oh, so I was right. Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they? She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation.
なぜ俺たちが今まさにセルンにハッキング中だと知っている。
Oh god, how did you know we were hacking into CERN?
ハッキング中なの？今？
What? You're hacking them right now? Me and my big mouth.
いいからこちらの質問に答えろ。なぜ俺たちとセルンの関係を知っている？
Just answer the question. How did you know about our business with CERN?
それは。いや実は昼間話し声を聞いちゃってさ、ここに立つと窓から聞こえてくるわけ。
I overheard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. Come to think of it, it was open, and Dara and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear a thing. Guess Dara's working quietly. I look down. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Brown Tube workshop. One of these mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly, its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it?
私、昨日からここで働き出したんだけど。
I've only been working here for a day, but... Suzuha opens the Brown Tube workshop door with a wry smile.
これが予想以上に暇でさ。今日だけで 4,5 回は外に出たね。客来ないかなーって店の前で索敵しちゃったね。
I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnoiter the front of the store, see if I couldn't spot any customers. Reconnoiter? No, that's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance. But to scout an area and get intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? Hi. I follow Suzuha into the store.
その時に2階から君たちの話し声が聞こえちゃったわけよ。
So that's when I heard you guys talking from the second floor.
気になってついネットで調べちゃった。セルンの黒い噂についてもバッチリ知ってるよ。
I got interested and looked it up online. Now I know all the rumors. Wait, is that a Saturnalize? Suzuha starts with an S. You know what else starts with an S? Loot! Coincidence? I think not. It's a done deal, fam. Damn, we were careless. Looks like we need to close the window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
とにかく絶対に他言無用だぞ。
Anyway, you must not tell anyone else. Or else Men in Black will raid us.
あ、わかった。これでも口は固いから任せといて。
Yeah, I understand. I'm actually tight-lipped, so don't worry. Suzuha grins and humps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Brown Tube workshop. The gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Brown isn't here either.
店長はどこへ？
Where's the manager?
たった今、君のテレビの修理が終わって出てったよ。
He left right after finishing repairing your TV. He probably went to see the chipmunk. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, "I'm picking up my beloved daughter from school," or "My beloved daughter has a cold," with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much, probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things when he's not there.
つうわけで、直ったテレビはこれね。
So, here's the fixed TV. Your username starts with S because you're a total slut. Oh god. Nice, fam, nice. How are you doing, Saturn? Did you have a good day? Isn't it like 4 AM for you, by the way? Time-wise? I think you're ahead like 5-6 hours. Oh, we got mail, boys. Rukako. It's 3 AM, alright. Get your chemistry right, darling. Darling. Lukaku made sweets. I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I baked some for your lab friends, master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samidara whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. Cookies? Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. Oh baby! You sure got along with your family. How many family members do you have anyway? Dara keeps insisting that shrine maidens should come in pairs. Lol. You mustn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Every meeting heralds a parting. I can't hide from the organization forever. And the seal on my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you'll have to take care of yourself. Yeah, so we're taking the maid uniform, boys. Suzuha lightly taps the TV on the counter.
お代は1000円でいいってさ。
He said to charge 1,000 yen. Damn, manager, I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. What are you going to do? We will find out if we got any options, you know? Answer me truthfully, what have you done? Nothing yet. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently it was already written out.
毎度あり。じゃあ、持ってっていいよ。
Thanks for your patronage. Well, just take it away.
まさか
By
一人で持っていく
myself? Are you joking? Oh, come
違
on.
うの？持ってきた時も一人だったんでしょ？
Huh? Didn't you bring it here by yourself? Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman!
手伝ってもいいけど。
Horny Austrian boy. Oh, that's
もう
just how I am,
仕
man.
事も女がやる時代か。
I guess I can help, but oh, I see. So we're already in the age where women do physical labor. She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her.
誰も貴様に手伝ってもらおうなどとは思っていないというより貴様のような女子に手伝ってもらうことなどこの俺のプライドが許さん
I don't remember anyone asking for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride.
おお、
Wow! Applause.
今の男らしいじゃん。私惚れちゃうかも。
That was so manly. I might be falling in love. I might be falling for. Boys, we got it. We got him.
騙されるものか貴様 嘘をついているな。
You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you?
なんで嘘って思うの？
What makes you think
そ
that?
れはこの俺の能力の一つ。
It's one of my powers.
が反応したからだ。
Coloring gentleman. This power allows me to see through lies. Lies appear to glow red, then they die.
能力？
You have powers? No, don't go there, Saturn. No, 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 no. Dude! Dude! I better ban. You're so lucky. Everyone is a mod here, man. Susuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
それって超能力的なもの？
Are you some kind of esper? When I nod, she whispers into my ear.
あのさ、君みたいな能力者って他にもあまたにいるわけ？
Are there a lot of espers like you?
いるわけがなかろう。この俺がスペシャルなのだ。
Of course not. I am special! I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty. Boys, you heard it here first. I'm
あまたに
special.
いないのか。びっくりした。でもいるって時点ですごいな。やっぱセルンのせいで退化したのかな。
Oh, you had me scared for a second there. But still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe CERN is the reason there aren't more where I came from. After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding.
でもさ、戦闘になれば相手の嘘を見抜く力なんて意味なくない？
By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all?
やっぱ 1000m 級の長距離狙撃を命中させられるとか、いかに効率よく相手の関節決められるかとかの方が重要だと思うな。
If it were me, I'd want perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? Let's see... A mock battle using air guns, primarily played outside in the mountains. Participants generally wear camouflage. No wait, don't tell me.
さては機関のヒットマンだな。ミスゴルゴというコードネームで呼ばれているだろう。誰に雇われた？
You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you?
いや、誰にも雇われてないし。っていうか、
Oh
ゴルゴって
boy.
何？
Nobody hired me. What's a Golgo? Rentaro's gonna get put in the mantle. She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when I first met her yesterday.
ちなみにさ、君の能力って他にもあるの？
Anyway, do you have any other powers?
あったとしても、俺を殺しに来たヒットマンに教えるものか。
Even if I did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me.
君を殺しなんてしないってば。
I'm not going to kill you. That's what I would say if I were going to kill someone.
自殺行為にも程がある。力は秘めたるもの。
Revealing my
相手に悟られぬ
powers.
よう使ってこそ、初めて最大限の効果を得られるのだ。
Revealing my powers would be suicide. They are most effective with the element of surprise, of course. In other words, they're for me to know and you to find out.
ケチ。
Mini,
なんとでも言え。
say what you like. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet. Invisible sparks scatter. And I get an email. Let me just save here. If I quick load now, I go back to this, right? Yes. Yep, then I go back here, that's good. So we just look at this and then we revert. Por favor! Okabe-kun! I want you to reply to me already, I've been waiting, you know. Please tell me the super hacker's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first. Moika. And now we quick load this again, and the mail is now unread again. Potters. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Susa. The ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from that male demon, Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. Shining Finger. I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Bro! That one's almost a decade old, you know, fella. Saturn, you realize that play on words has been around since I made an account with that name. You realize. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on a second day? I love CRTs was a lie too, wasn't it?
なんか渋い顔してるね。死亡通知でも来た？
Why the frown? Did you get a death notice? A what?
例えだってば。
Just wondering. I have no idea what that even is, my friend. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
嫌な知らせでもあったのかって聞きたかったわけ。
What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant news.
似たようなものだ。
You could say that. This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her.
IBN 5100というレトロ PC にやたら執着している女がいてな。
There's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak.
IBN 5100?
An IBN Gosenyaku?
知っているのか？
That's so much easier to pronounce. You know about them?
あ、
Ah.
そうか。IBN 5100の都市伝説は有名だったのか。
I see, so the IBN Gosenyaku legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought.
そうそう、都市伝説でした。君はどの程度まで知ってんの？
Yeah, that's it. I heard the urban legend from someone. How much do you know about it?
IBN 5100を実際に探し回ってみたが、結局秋葉にはなかったというオチは知っている。
The hell? Saturnalize, how drunk are you? I actually tried looking for an IBN Gosenyaku, but in the end I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba.
そっか。
I see.
そりゃそうだよね。
Well, that's true.
何か知っている口ぶり。
Both of you to assume I'm ever in the sober state. You were born drunk, my friend. You sound like you know something.
いや、知
Well,
ってるような知ってないようなって感じかな。
I do and I don't, I guess.
私は知らないけど、遠い知り合いが知ってて、それをちらっと聞いたことがあるみたいな。
I don't know about it personally, but I happen to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine, or something like that. Another insincere smile. Yo, she's sus AF! I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Eh. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps this insincere smile plastered on her
貴
face.
様何者
Who are you? Susua falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
IBN5100 についてのさ、興味深い情報教えてあげようと思ったのにな。
I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN 5100.
そんな目で見られたら教える気なくなっちゃった。
But when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore.
そもそも俺は IBN5100 になど興味はない。
I'm not even interested in the IBN. I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all.
貴様を信用できる要素が一つもない。その面白い情報が真実であるかどうかもわからない。
You don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that interesting information of yours is true or not.
うわぁ、そこまで言う？確かに私、挙動不審だけどね。
Wow, that's harsh. Well, I admit I'm acting kinda sus.
じゃあさ、教えないけど、ヒントだけあげるよ。
I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint.
そんで、わかりそうでわからないもどかしさに身もだえちゃえ。
And then you'll riff and are in agony when you can't figure it out.
IBN5100 には隠された機能があるんだよ。
Truth is, the IBN has a hidden function. A hidden function. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure that John Titor from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories.
確か IBN5100 には独自のプログラミング言語がどうたらこうたら。
If I remember correctly, the IBN can do something or other with a proprietary programming language.
嘘！なんで知ってんの？なんで？
No way! How did you know? Tell me? I only vaguely remember it, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin.
能力名サイズハング。俺は
Oh
貴様
god,
の
come
心の
on!
内を読み取ることができるのだ。
It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of hearts.
何それ？反則！
Nani sore? For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. Rintaro, this is over. Can we just get... yeah, just skip all the foreplay, man. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power.
すべてはお見通しだ。アマネ鈴葉。観念するがいい。
Oh, look here, it begins. I see everything, Amane. The resistance is futile.
とにかく IBN5100 には隠された機能があるの。
Anyway, the IBN has a hidden function.
AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBN の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、驚愕だと思わない？
It can decipher IBN's proprietary language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now I remember, John Titor said the same thing in 2000, and right after that an IBN engineer officially admitted to that function's existence.
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われ
We need to look at our tips. BASIC, short for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Interaction Code, a beginner programming language frequently used in the 1970s. And APL, short for A Programming Language. A programming language introduced in 1964.
プログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
Now it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with the IBM. The reason Taito traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM was because he needed that function. Maybe Maker wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function.
だから IBN5100 ってすっごくレアな PC なの。
That's why IBMs are so rare. While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. Guess it's a habit of hers. So IBMs are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. Yeah, just go CERN first. Okay, let's read more threads. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from it. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. This is at channel, my friend. There's no war? How is that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Taito guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Die in the fire, terrorist scum! The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simple, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now that system works flawlessly. Right now you should be asking yourself how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about your many worlds interpretation. You said it's been proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future! Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? You filled your head with a bunch of bullshit and now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? Delicious nationalist tears. Lolololololol. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right? That would make you no better than Taito. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Taito, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an ABN? Is John Taito plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago. I thought Taito was crazy, but this Hoin guy is even crazier. Get a room, lol. Wait. Oh, he wrote here. Okay. He wrote here again. Alright. World War III, Lamau. Isn't there supposed to be an IBN in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless. But if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Is that something I said on a different timeline? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email when you have the time. Of course, if anyone else would like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting here is hate mail. Here is my address once more. johntaito@egweb.ne.jp. Poggers! Yeah, of course I am, man. We got an email address! 20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while closing channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more, and now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-a-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussion with Sean Titer just aren't making sense. Not even Titer himself seems to know about the Titer from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that someone on Ed Channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Yeah, programmers. Yeah, we don't need sleep, man. We live on Red Bull. Poggers. Out of options, I decide to email Titer directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on Ad Channel. I guess that's his way of saying bring it on. In my email, I questioned the differences between his posts now and his posts 10 years ago. The current Titer hasn't even acknowledged later. I only vaguely remember them, but they basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out, many people die. In 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. You traveled from 2036 to 1975 to obtain an IBN. The IBN has a hidden function, the ability to read proprietary computer language. Only certain IBN engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. You know what a programmer does? Crying. Can confirm. In 1998, Titer meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Titer was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. You're American. Well, that's kinda the name, eh? Furthermore, in 2000, Titer correctly predicted the outcome of some future events. He also fucked up a lot of others. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions were unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, civil war in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so on. Let's see, what's the tip? Year 2000, okay. At the turn of the 21st century, there was concern over the possibility of widespread computer failure when the year turned 2000. In order to save memory space, old operating systems almost always abbreviated use the final two digits. Hence, when 1999 changed to 2000, the last two digits would change from 99 to 00. Even if programming didn't anticipate the change, the computer could erroneously assume that the year was 1900. It was rumored that computers in the military, financial and government sectors might malfunction and cause worldwide catastrophe. To address this issue, countermeasures were taken in the mid-1990s to manually update every program. As a result of these countermeasures, the year 2000 problem was averted. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't turn true. That's a lot of typing. Right, let's send it. Sending it! If you can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titer is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titer. So what are your true colors?
おはよ
てってれー。マイシです。 Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self.
こんな朝早くからどうしたのだ
What are you doing here so early?
2人が2日連続徹夜って聞いたからね。差し入れ買ってきたよ。
Well, I heard you guys had stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I brought you some goodies.
そうかそれはご苦労
Excellent. Good job. Though to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag, and then she takes out
おでん
Oden-kan, which is a canned meal sold in vending machines. Each can contains a hot broth with various Oden ingredients such as boiled egg, radish, cognac, beef, and tofu. Popular Akihabara specialty. Oh god, here it comes again. Molding okay. Not I don't quite see the relation here, but okay. The canned Oden is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Oden, beef is where it's at.
マユシーからのプレゼントだよ。1個270円もするんだから大事に食べてね。
It's a present from Mayushi. They're 270 yen each, so savers, yeah?
最近バナナや唐揚げは食べ飽きていたところだ今後もこの差し入れで頼む
I've been getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately. Buy these instead from now on.
さすがにしょっちゅうおごれるほどマユシーのポケットマネーは多くないのです。
But Mayushi doesn't have enough pocket money to splurge like this all the time.
あとバナナや唐揚げは
I'm a simp. Oh boy, you will never understand me. Okay, I see how it is, man. You know, Saturnalize starts with S. You know what else starts with S? That's right, simp! Got him! I consider saying you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against my result, my tongue. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats.
あとね他にもあるよ。はいじゃーん
But wait, there's more! Ta-da! Next, she produces a small box with a Rainet illustration.
ライネットソーセージあのねおまけでウーパのボトルキャップがついてくるんだすごく欲しかったから買っちゃった
Rainet sausage! It comes with an Oopa bottle cap as a bonus. I really wanted it, so I bought it. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time this lab will be neck deep in Oopa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
ダルくんはどう
So, how's Daru-kun?
苦戦中だ少しぐらい休んでもらった方がいいんだがな何もぶっ通しで何とかしろとは一言も言ってないんだから
He's in the midst of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once.
ダルくんのスーパーハッカー魂が
Daru's
メラ
a
メラ
super
バー
hacker.
ニングしちゃったんだね
Daru-kun's super hacker spirit is on fire.
そこハカって言わないように
Don't say haka! An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. Bonk. It hits my head with a nice funk.
ピリピリしてる
He sure is tense. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner off the lounge and quietly eat the
で
Oden.
もハッキングって悪いことなんだよねマ ユシーはね、二人にそういうことしてほしくないな。
But isn't hacking bad? Mayushi doesn't want you to do bad things.
ダルのスーパーハッカーじゃなくてハッカーとしての腕前使わなければ宝の持ち腐れだ。
I would be a fool to let Daru's super hacker skills go to waste. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN's system back in 2008. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting through.
それにこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため世界を陰で支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
Besides, we're doing this to expose CERN's wrongdoings. This is a war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world.
悪いことは悪いことだよ。
Bad things are bad. Well, wise words spoken here. That's unusual. Mayuri usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it. We are doing a bad thing. And there's the email! Poggers! Shining finger. Oh. I didn't want to open this. Fuck. Whatever. Skyclad 2010 at EGW. Oh. Did we give her our email address? This is super weird. This is Amine Susua. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay! Don't worry, I won't email you too much, and I might be slow to reply too. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. Haven't used cell phones much? Where were you living before? And... that wasn't an exchange! You took my arrows before, by force! I had no choice but to submit. Yeah, let's find out where she was earlier. Yeah, I didn't want to open this one, but now I fucked up. Well. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject.
参るよ。さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
Mayuri, want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef?
それならうずら卵がいいな。
If you want to trade, I'd rather have your quail egg.
ふざけるな。
Don't be ridiculous!
うずら卵が好きなのだ。
Next to beef, quail eggs are my favorite.
マユシーもうずら卵好きだもん。
But Mayushi likes quail eggs too.
ちくわで手を打ってくれ。
Settle for my chikua.
わかったよ。さつま揚げよりはちくわだもんね。
Okay, chikua is better than sweet potatoes. With that said, I skewer the chikua and put it in my Yuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. My Yuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
もうすぐなんだよ。SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだよ。僕をなめんな。
Soon, if I can just get the SQL table, I'll have more than enough passwords. You're no match for me, CERN. Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen, but all I see on screen are the same string of numbers and letters.
おほ来た来た来たいいよいいよほら観念して俺の前にさらしやがれっつーのすっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよひゃっ
Do I really want to read this? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Yes, yes! You can't hide from me, you naughty thing, you! How does it feel to be naked? His eyes are bloodshot, and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
おお来た来たID とパス一致標ログイン完了だゴラ死ねえなめんな Yes yes yes
Oh yes! Yes! Matching ID and password! Login complete! Hell yeah! Taste it! Yes, 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 yes! What enthusiasm!
誰やったのか
Did you get it? That's totally how hacking works. Motherfucker! Didn't you pay attention? The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction. As if he's gone into a la petite morgue. Which means a condition of mental and physical release unique to male physiology, characterized by a feeling of supreme calm and composure. Entering this state is almost like becoming an empty shell, also known as hyper sage time or saint time.
Mission complete!
Mission complete!
本当か
Honto!
わあすごいねよくわかんないけど
It means in French! It means the small death, but sure. Wow, that's amazing. I don't really get it though. After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Oden can.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろう
An Oden can's the best of the job well done.
よくやったやはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカー
Well done, you really are the world's greatest super hacker!
ハッカーな
Hacker.
ハッカーだお前が敵でなくてよかった
Hacker, I'm glad you're on my side.
それで世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか
So, did you find out how they're planning to destroy the world?
いやまだ見てねっつーの繋がっただけ
I haven't looked, man. All I did was get us connected.
ここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな
But it's all downhill from here.
ならば疲れているところ悪いが早速調べてくれきっとあるはずなのだ陰謀の影が
I'm sorry if you're tired, but please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in here.
はいはいやりますよでもその前におでん缶食わせろ
Yeah, I'll do it, but let me eat this Oden can first. Ay. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな
The question is who this password belongs to.
どういうこと
Why is that?
セルンのデータベースに入ってデータのテーブル一覧をゲットしたんよそっから11111111とか ABCDEFGH みたいな簡単なパスワード使ってる関係者に的を絞って ID 手に入れたわけ
I went into CERN's database and got a data table. From there I focused on people with simple passwords like 1111 or ABCDEFGH to get my hands on an ID.
その ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だったら最高なんだけどさすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ
It would be awesome if this turns out to be a server admin's logon, but I don't think we're that lucky.
日本語で OK だよ
In Japanese, please.
右に同じく
Same.
要するにセルンのサーバー管理者のパスだったならセルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけどそうじゃない普通の研究員か何かならおっぱいしか見せてもらえない的な
Basically, if this is the server admin's password, we can taste every inch of CERN's luscious flesh. But if it's just an ordinary searcher's password, then we can only see CERN's boobs.
ダルクエッチだね
Daru-kun, that's naughty.
エロい例えをするな
With the erotic examples.
見られる情報が限定されてしまうということだろ
Basically, you mean there will be limits to what information we can access.
そういうこと。
Exactly.
サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問題だけど、それはまた今度にするわ。さすがに眠くて、あんま頭が働かん。
Okay, let me. Oh god, what's coming now? Anyway, it's only a matter of time before I get a server admin password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy now. It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
Oh god, forgive me what I must do. Forgive Saturn Allies for what he must do. Oh, looks like our idea belongs to an accelerated division chief.
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
So it's not a server admin.
一発で当てるなんて奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつうの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。
It would take a miracle to get one on our first try. How many staff members do you think CERN has?
何
Nani?
6000人以上。
Over 6,000. That many?
とりあえずこの加速器部門担当者の名前は。
Well, for now, let's look at this accelerated division chief. His name
ジャックさんの
is
メールのログを
Jack.
ちょっと覗かせてもらおうよ。
Let's look at this email log. And of course, the emails come up in English.
うわ
Oh
頭
no!
が痛くなってきました。
That makes my head hurt. Ugh, it's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
誰よ、なんと書いてあるのだ。
Daru, what does that say?
翻訳しないと。
Need to translate it.
エキサイト先生にご登場願え。
This is a job for Dr. Excite. And that's a machine translation. Alright.
そんなめんどいことしてらんねえっつの。
Nah, I've got a better idea. Daru boots up translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor unnatural Japanese shows up. Their first line says Happy New Year.
新年の挨拶みたいっすな。バカンスでスペイン行くとか裏山。
Looks like a New Year's greeting, something about going on vacation in Spain, lucky bastard. That email's normal, nothing out of the ordinary.
こういうログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
If we keep scoring the log like this, we can also identify the server manager.
他人のメールを勝手に見るのってすごくごめんなさいって気持ちになる。
You know, looking through someone else's email without permission makes me feel really guilty. Interesting. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant uppercushion with a sigh. No! I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However...
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ身。何の良心の呵責も感じないのだ。
I abandoned guilt when I chose the path of evil long ago.
責任はすべてこの俺が取る。ダリアマユリに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
Let the responsibility be mine. I will not ask you to answer for my crimes.
うほ、僕オカリンになら掘られてもいい。
What a guy! I'd let Okurin do me in the butt. Well, that's a new quote, I guess.
それはお断りだ。
I decline your offer.
というわけでダルよ。心置きなく覗き見るのだ。
Now get peeking, Daru.
オカリンって悪いんだ。マユシーは悲しいです。
Oh, Karin, you're bad. You make Mayushi sad. That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looked like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみるべきだろう。
LHC experiment reports. There could be a hint about time machines in here. We should try reading them.
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
This is definitely a crime, though. That's what his lips say, but his hand still clicks on the email. I volunteer as tribute, says Saturnal Eyes. What comes up is unintelligible series of symbols.
これ暗号化されてる。
This is encrypted.
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
Of course it isn't simple.
ま、この程度の暗号を解くのはへでもないがな。
Cracking this should be a piece of cake. Nice. Super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real-time sim is deciphering the crappy machine translation.
意訳すると
Translated into proper Japanese, it's...
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul!
そういう演技は無用だ。
That acting's completely unnecessary.
サイですか。
Oh.
今日付の実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。
Uploaded today's data to the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say the same about the rest though.
こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。
This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this
し
forever.
かし報われない仕事だと思わないか。この子猫、大猫と言うべきか。はははははは。が稼働して9年になるが。
But don't you think this work is unrewarding? This kitten, this 27-kilometer long kitten, has been in operation for 9
この
years.
人類史を塗り替える研究は一部の人間の目にしか入らないわけで。
Our research will change the course of history, yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it.
もっとも公表されたらされたで、いい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。
Of course, if it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a scandal.
世の中の連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろうってな。
People would probably say something like, call Robert Zemeckis to CERN right away. He could build it in less than a year.
9年
Cunin. Daru finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down, let's sort things out.
今のメール、翻訳ミスということはないのか。
Do you think there were any translation errors in the email? Did Daru notice something unnatural too? He's not choking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね。ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
If you trust the translation software, then that's what it says. The Japanese is strange in places though.
だとしたら妙なことになる。
But that doesn't make sense.
LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはずだ。だがこのメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
I thought the LHC was only put into operation around spring last year, but this email makes it sound like it's been in operation for 9 years.
おかしいな。
That is strange. The email sent date is this year, 2010, so 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titor posted this on Ad Channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They've already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way, was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world. And it's related to time travel?
ダル、もっと調べてくれ。タイムマシン研究の痕跡を探すんだ。
Keep looking, Daru. Search for anything related to time machine research.
マジでか。
Okorin! Could have gotten Daru's ass. Didn't smash. 0 out of 10. Seriously? I don't know if Daru is questioning my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
どのメールにもタイムマシンって単語は出てこないけど。
And there aren't any emails with the phrase time machine in them.
Z プログラムって単語がこの数ヶ月で100箇所以上も使われてる。
But the phrase C program was used hundreds of times in the past few months.
これ、今 LHC を使ってやってる実験のことじゃね？
Do you think it could be about the current LHC experiments?
その具体的な内容は、ブラックホールの生成実験か。
What is it specifically? Black hole formation?
どっかに資料は。
お、
見つけた。
Let's try looking for a document. Found one! Daru opens the PDF attachment.
ほほう。なんかこれフランスとイギリスとオランダのトップシークレット扱いっぽい。
Oh, looks like this is top secret stuff from France, England, and Holland.
国家最高機密。
Government secrets?
セルンは国家機関じゃないはずなのに、なんでだろう。
CERN's not even a government organization, so why?
つうか国家機密ってさすがにまずいんじゃね？
Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? We might be in a little deep here.
構わん。詳細を調べろ。
I don't care, get me
いや
details.
いや、バレたらただじゃ済まんし。
Hold on, if we get caught, we're not getting off with an apology.
お前はハッキングで足がつくような無能なのか？
Are you so incompetent as to let yourself be traced?
そうならないようにはしてる。
I took the necessary
だっ
precautions.
たら何も問題はない。
Then I failed to see the problem.
そりゃどうも。
He installed NordVPN with promo code ASONATE. Oh god. Well, thanks. Daru makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the C program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14日第137次 Z プログラム実験レポート。なお、ミニブラックホール生成ミッションはすでに確立しているため報告は省く。第1に
Because we have already succeeded at creating mini black holes, the report is omitted. First...
Stop!
Stop! All of a sudden, Titus' prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは LHC を使ったミニブラックホール生成に成功していたのだ。
So CERN did use the LHC to generate mini black holes.
公式には実験はまだ成功してないって発表されてるのにな。
But they announced that their experiments still haven't succeeded, so why? This is what Titus was referring to when he posted "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも実験の目的は新しい素粒子反応を起こすことであってミニブラックホール生成じゃないし。
But the goal of the experiment wasn't even to generate mini black holes, it was to generate new elementary particle reactions. Daru doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor.
だが実際にはすでにミニブラックホールは生成されている。
But in reality, they're already generating those mini black holes.
みたいだな。
Sure does seem like it.
その先には何と書いてある？
What does it say next?
実験結果エラー。ヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ。詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートナンバー14を参照。
Results error. Human is dead mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14.
リフターの調整および各局所は適合地点をオンラインとして確定できない限り実験は停止するべきと提案する。
We propose that further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local fields conformity points are online.
どういう意味だ？
What does this mean?
ヒューマンイズデッドって 人が死んだって意味じゃね？
Human is dead means somebody died, right? It would appear to be the case. Huh? Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. And what if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not, after all. I'm the insane meta-scientist. Hyoin Kiyoma. We can stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
ゼリーマンズレポートというのはなんだ？
What is this Shelly man's report? Daru starts typing again once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
ジャックさんのメールには見当たらないな。誰かもっと偉い人かサーバー管理者のパスを手に入れないと。
I can't find it in Check's email. We will need an account with more privileges. Well,
ではそれは後回し
sucks.
だ。タイムマシンについて探してくれ。
Then we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines.
さすがに出てこないんじゃね？
You know we're not going to find anything, right? After that, Daru spends about 15 minutes fishing through the Accelerated Division's chief's email, but he doesn't find anything about time machines.
加速器技術委員会とか LHC 計画責任者とかって単語が出てきたから、その辺の ID を見当をつけて探すかな。そっちからならもっと突っ込んだ情報が手に入るかもしれんわな。
Words like Accelerated Technical Committee and LHC Project Lead came up, so I guess we should look for an idea from there. Maybe we can get more information.
ジャックさんの ID では調べられないのか？
You can't look it up with the ID you have? Daru shakes his
で
head.
は、
Well,
今日のところはこれまでか。
I guess let's call it a day.
ちなみにさ、
By the way,
今見てたのがセルンの一番でかいサーバーなんだけど、実はもう一個妙なデータベースがあったんだよね。
by the way, what we just saw was CERN's biggest server, but I also found a strange database on the network.
妙というと
Strange how?
バグってた。
It was buggy.
バグ？
Buggy?
いやバグっつうか、一応プログラムのコードらしきものは出てくるんだけど。
I mean, it was full of some kind of
もう
code.
意味不すぎてむちゃくちゃっつうか、全くもって解読不能です。本当にありがとうございましたっつうか。
But the code was gibberish, utterly impossible to decode. Thank you very
暗
much.
号化されている可能性は？
Could it be encrypted?
あれは暗号には見えないのだぜ。そもそもプログラムとして成立してないんだよね。ただそんな誰にも見られないようなデータベースがなんで置いてあんのかは気になる。
Not by any algorithm I've ever seen. It wouldn't even work as a program. It just bothers me. Why would they have a database that nobody could ever use?
気になるな。
This
ちょ
is
っと解析して
strange.
みるを。
I'll see what I can find out. Daru tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database. But after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of frustration.
ああ、わからん。全然わからん。
I don't get it. I don't get it at
絶
all.
対プログラムじゃねえよ、ボケ。死ねカスがウェッケー。
You call this a program, dumbass? Go to hell, me IRL whenever someone's looking at my code. Oh great, he snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
I think you should stop. Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Daru with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。ふへふへ。
My head is spinning, I can't take it anymore. This is bad, Daru's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight, he's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。もう休め、ダル。
Good work, go rest, Daru.
うん、そうするわ。
Yeah, I'll do that.
つうかさ、
Hey.
もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても、作ったやつにしかわからんよ。
Anyway, even if it isn't a bug, but an actual program, only the guys who made it could understand.
こんなん見たことないし。
I've never seen anything like it. A program unlike anything he's seen, huh? And that's an email. Poggers. Response by John Titer. And you know what? Let's read that response from John. Are you being honest? He asks. If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBN's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned it to anybody yet. I'm indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible that I may go there later. There are three possible explanations. Perhaps the John Titor who appeared in 2000 self is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000 later and write about the things you have told me. But that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set this possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That means that 10 years ago you existed on a different world line than the one we're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent the paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to remember a previous world line, unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eyes are the first several lines.
そうか。今、点が線でつながろうとしているぞ。
Of course. もちろん. Everything is falling into place. I can't even close this. What you talking about? Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my mind.
John Titor.
John Titor.
Time machine.
Sir, the time machine. It's Daru's man juice. These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
ダルよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体判明するかもしれんぞ。
I see where this is going, but you know what? I also see me saving. Boom. Because you may not believe it, but that shall be it for today. And so I will be hosting. Who do we have? You know what? We're gonna jump and host SGDQ, because that's happening right now and it's a really cool thing. How many chapters are there? Yeah, I have no idea. From what I've heard, the thingy takes like 50 hours to play through. Like, of course, when I'm reading everything, it's gonna be a bit longer, I think. But still, I guess we're like 1/5 of the story? Maybe? I have no idea. And then I don't know how often you want to replay this. I don't know if there's replay value in it. But anyway, I'm gonna host SGDQ. Maybe you can enjoy your time there. Really cool thing. Currently running Super Mario Odyssey, which is really fun. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in 2 weeks, because next week I won't be home at Saturday. Anyway, see you later. Bye. 1/5 is too low, but is highballing. Wait, really? How fucking long is this game, man? I'm just master. Yeah, sure. Have fun, man. You can also do that to SGDQ, I guess, huh? Anyway, bye. Thanks for watching.